Welcome back to the TBHS Troy podcast for football. I'm host White Hal with
Lucas Martin,
special guest.
And John Martin.
All right, today we're going to be taking a deep dive on John Martin's football career in general and at Troy Buchanan. Are you ready?
Yeah.
All right, so let's just get a quick start it off. How'd you get into football?
I really got into football just by playing backyard football with some of my friends during middle school, and I really enjoyed the sport. So then I just I just joined the middle school football team, and then now this is where I am.
That's what's up. What position do you play currently?
I play safety, but they kind of move me around a lot depending on where I'm at. I do play JV sometimes, so regarding that, I do play corner sometimes depending on who the receiver is and whatnot.
I got you.
So you said it started in middle school. Did you start playing actual football in middle school?
Yeah, I did. Not 6th grade, but I did play for the middle school team, which starts in 7th grade. So, yeah, 7th grade was when I officially started playing football for you guys.
All right. So high school wise, you play varsity. Do you rotate? You starter?
I'm a rotator for sure. I'm under Marcus, but I don't know. With Chris out last game, I was able to get some reps in during the game, so I did have my first actual serious series during the game, and I don't know. I felt like it went well.
Where do you think you were prepared for that start for getting those reps?
It definitely came out it definitely was new to me. I was a little shocked at first, but I know after getting a few reps in, I kind of got into the rhythm, and there's some things that I could probably perfect and do better next time. But overall, I thought it was a good experience.
That's good. I just had.
All right, so what's your biggest personal goal within football this year?
Definitely becoming, this year I want to prove myself that I am a very capable athlete and have the respect to play varsity and strictly varsity.
Now, I've heard that you're pretty strong. Can you tell us a couple of your lifts?
Yeah, last year, our last max, I PR'd on bench at 305 bench.
Okay.
I maxed out with a 455 squat and then a 255 power clean.
Okay.
So you came into during the summer. You were injured. How did that really affect your mindset? Going into the season.
Yeah, no, that was definitely a big deal for me. I felt coming into the summer, I was really, really confident with the way I was performing and the things I've done in the off season to really get me to where I was. And then after getting injured and just not having the opportunity to go out there and showcase my abilities, I felt like my where I was placed in the depth chart was kind of lower than what I expected. So obviously it probably did hurt. It did hurt a little bit, but whenever I get the chance to play football, that's all that matters.
Yeah, so you being the safety, you pretty much see everything in front of you. So how do you read an offense?
Yeah, I definitely watch the quarterback's eyes. Looking where the quarterback's first look in, seeing where his possible threats could be. Definitely where the running backs lined up. In relation to whatever side of the field we're on. Maybe if it's the short side of the field and we got tight ends on the short side of the field as well, and then the running backs on the wide side, there could be a possibility of a run coming towards the short side of the field, or just maybe some pass threats. Maybe they line up with trips to the wide side of the field, and I don't know. You just gotta be out there and then make the decision as the play progresses.
Is there any specific skills or any skills you need to work on?
Yeah, I believe everybody has the chance to get better themselves, but for me personally, I do feel like I could probably work more on my I definitely think I could work better on just my overall reaction, being able to see what's going on in the play and then be able to make a reasonable decision. Because obviously with safety, you make a lot of a lot of decisions for yourself. Maybe you got to read the offense and then understand where you got to go run fit or be ready to pick up the receiver in case of a pass. So I feel like being able to make a decision and following through 100%, knowing it's either correct or maybe not the correct option, but being able to make those decisions, I feel like something I need to work on for sure.
Yeah. So what's the biggest lesson that football's taught you so far?
A big lesson I would probably say is just pushing through difficulties. Everybody's gonna have their ups and downs. They're gonna have their moments that they're feeling their best, but then they'll have those lows where things seem like things are impossible. Maybe you get an injury, which I dealt with, or maybe you're seeing your friends strive while you're maybe not progressing as well as you want to. And it's what you're doing through those moments where you're able to really see how well you can push through those difficulties and having that mental toughness.
Yeah. So yeah, with that injury, was that a really big setback or not really?
I don't know. I feel like it was for me because I definitely think I could have probably earned a varsity role. Right now I'm currently kind of just on special teams, but I do get the chance to go out on some series depending on who we're playing and what's the situation looking like. But I think where I'm at right now, I'm content with where I'm at.
Yeah.
I know I'll have an opportunity next year to go do some big things.
Is there anything you're looking forward to? Not necessarily next season, but this season.
I'm definitely looking forward to this game coming up. We got Francis Howe. It's a big game.
Yep.
I think they're I definitely think they're going to be a tough team to beat. But as long as we're executing and performing well throughout this week, making sure we're pushing ourselves and practicing well and performing 110%,
Troy K.
We'll go out and do what needs to be done. It's Friday.
Yeah.
Is there anything?
So with the big game coming up, do you think you're gonna be seeing a lot of the field, or are you just gonna be?
I definitely think I will be on the field. I don't know whether that's obviously on defense or where I'm positioned, but I think I will be on the field. I'll definitely be playing some special teams, and depending on how this week goes, maybe I'll earn some rotations next game. But next game is a big game, and we'll need our guys that's been out there and practicing and performing to be out there and be ready. So yeah.
So like with Hal, it's one of the biggest games like on our schedule. This always. So how do you prepare physically and mentally before that game?
I honestly start my preparation at the beginning of the week. I like to make sure I'm getting enough sleep throughout the week, the foods I need, making sure it's not like anything crazy, like anything unhealthy, fast food and all that. Trying to eat what's good for me, and also during practice, I like to make sure I'm practicing at my best, making sure I'm understanding what's I'm doing wrong. Watching film's a big thing as well. So all these little things, they all add up, and that helps me prepare for the game.
Yeah.
Is there any meals or anything you do before the games?
I don't know. I guess I do have some like go-to meals. I don't know. Especially during a big game, I probably, let's say, what's my go-to meal? I'd probably say,
Candy hair combo.
You said what?
Nothing. That was a lot.
I don't know. I don't think, actually, I take that back. I don't think I do have a go-to meal. I do have, I don't know. I do like to be with myself and make sure I'm listening to music, though. That's something I like to do. Listen to music, make sure I'm getting in that zone and being prepared, though. That is something that's big for me.
So what's the big what?
What's the biggest struggle that you've had to go through the Troy Buchanan program?
Probably, I don't know. I guess just reps.
Yeah, reps.
Yeah, I mean, for my freshman year, well, injuries too, but reps-wise, that's also been a big thing. I feel like I've always felt like I'm an athlete. I felt like I've always tried to train at my best and perform well, and I mean, my freshman year, I thought I was going into a season I felt like I was going to be ready for and be good, and you know, I mean, maybe I wasn't performing as well as I needed to be, and I was definitely I was taken off, and I was no longer a starter my freshman year, but I did also go through an injury, so I wasn't even able to continue my football career after that, or after that the rest of that season.
Oh, okay.
And then going into this season as well, same thing with injuries. That's a big thing. There are always setbacks, and you know, I would say those are probably my biggest things.
Yeah.
So describe your favorite like football memory you've had, either in general or as Troy Buchanan football.
My favorite memory, probably so far, was probably last year. I got my first ever pick against Hannibal, and that was when I was like, yeah, it's a really fun experience when you're out there trying to push. And
yeah, it is.
It's a fun experience.
Well, is there any coach? Do you have a favorite coach on the team, or anybody that's really been a mentor to you throughout your process?
Process?
Oh yeah, thank you guys. I got a lot going on.
I would say our corner coach, Coach Porter. He's always been there since my freshman year. He's always been like
Didn't
he wasn't
leave.
No, oh well, he did sophomore year, but he's back now. But
he didn't always leave. He got
deployed.
Yeah. But no, he's always been there. He's been that coach that he's not like dogging on you when you mess up that much, but he's more of that coach that when you make those good plays and you're doing well, he's out there congratulating you, make sure you're hyped. So that's a big thing. Coach Porter has been an impactful guy in my life.
What's your biggest lesson that football has taught you? Wait, you just asked that? I was just paying attention to him. I was really listening to Wyatt. What are your plans for offseason? What are you doing to possibly get better, or what do you? Yeah.
Off-season wise, this off-season, I'm probably, like always, gonna be locking in on weightlifting and gaining weight. That's always been a big thing. But this year, I'll probably change it up. Maybe more focused towards like plyometrics and getting faster. I think that's a big thing I could work on as well. Just my speed and overall explosiveness.
Yeah. So, what's like one thing you'll never forget about the team? Like either this year, last year, freshman year, or in general, what's one thing you'll never forget?
Probably the first time going out of that tunnel. That's a big experience. It was like shocking to me, sophomore year, first chance ever going out on varsity and be able to experience that, seeing the people in the stands and the crowd is just it's a different experience.
Yeah. So that's the last question here. How would you describe your personal football journey so far?
I would describe it as like a ride. I don't know. I feel like I've had ups and downs. I feel like I've been in moments where I've been overjoyed by the way I've been playing, and then there's also those moments where you're not like anyone can have, that you don't feel content with the way they're playing, and maybe it's like the setbacks and reps and the way they're just playing overall, can be those lows, but being able to bounce back and perform, really describes, I feel like, how my overall football journey has been. So,
Yep. You got any last little things you want to say or anything about yourself that people might not know?
Not really. I don't think pretty much what I'm here is what's there about me, I guess. I don't know. Like,
you said everything you have to say.
Yeah. There you go. I don't know.
Lucas, you got anything else you got to ask?
I feel like everything has been covered pretty well.
Yeah, so we're going to be signing out here. Again, I'm White Hal.
Lucas Martin.
Our special guest,
John Martin.
And thank you for tuning in.